deeper. You guys familiar with Carl Jung, shadow self, shadow energy? Okay, well, we have consciousness, right? Stuff we're aware of that's on our radar. Okay, then we go to sleep and it's our subconsciousness. And we all know that we operate at about 5-10% of what the human brain can use, right? Well, what we don't know is that other 90% is running our life, those subconscious energies, in a recent study. And so these things create things we don't want, these shadow energies. And that's actually the sacral chakra, which is your second chakra. And it's the shadow self, subconscious desire, things like that. So mentally, it depends how far down the, how much you're willing to do your work on this. And that means just show up for a session or whatever. It can heal your subconscious energies that don't serve you. And the thing is, it's so scary we don't even know they're there. That's why they're our shadow. Well, you know where we see them? We see them in our neighbors. We see them in the people closest to us. We see them in our bosses. If we're like kind and considerate, hands down, we're going to have somebody in our life that is noisy and inconsiderate. Right? If we don't know how to relax and we're a total workaholic and we're busy all the time, anybody that's taking a break or totally reading a paper or just totally chilling out really probably gets on our nerves. And it's because it's our shadow and we just don't see it. So it's like, I never thought about it that way. So for a while I was pretty mad at myself, like, are you kidding me? Like, no, that's not me. Never in a day. And I just kind of looked at it from a different perspective and thought, well, okay, maybe I can see that. And I just like that quote by Carl Jung: one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. So by lifting out those aspects of ourselves that we don't like to look at, because we hide them from ourselves with best intentions, because we want to put on our good face, but they're still there. They didn't go anywhere. And they limit us. They limit our joy. They limit our authenticity. They limit our peace. They limit the love we're here to spread. They limit the service we can bring. They limit our purpose. Huge healer. I mean, it heals on all levels. It knows no order. That's what I love about it. And so I see people, and I've read hundreds of thousands of, or I haven't read hundreds of thousands, but I've heard hundreds of thousands, reducing depression, anxiety, and stress after a session. Come at one session. People are like, feel good. Helps with denser energies, anger, grief, fear, loss, jealousy, etc., all those negative feelings we have. This is crucial. That helps heal and clear present and past traumas. Reiki is used in conjunction for psychotherapy for emotional trauma victims. I see a lot of PTSD people because that trauma is there, My son definitely had a trauma with that esophagram. I mean, they had to go down his throat like 4 times, Tell me that fear isn't lodged somewhere in his body. And it can help heal relationships for the highest good, I didn't talk to my dad for like probably a good year and a half, 2 years, and I felt very justified making that choice. I had every reason to make that choice. And I laughed, but I just kept sending Reiki to it and asking, what should I do? And I couldn't forgive on my own because I was very justified in my anger and my reasonings and my rationale. But this energy, this consciousness helps me. And it just fell away, and something opened up that was stuck somewhere and healed that relationship. Now we have a pretty good relationship, and I just accept him for who he is, and I let go of all the expectations, what I expect him to be. And I have pretty good boundaries about it, and it's okay, because the pain's gone, Emotionally, we all have those scars, right? So I look at it as like a scar. I can see the scar. But we have the vitriol and the poison and all the crap that goes with it still in our bodies. And what Reiki will do is it'll clear those past traumas up, and you have the memory, which is the scar. But the charge is gone. Or definitely reduced. Depends how much you're willing to release, too. Helps healing addictions. Helps improve, if you're taking test tube memory stuff. I used to have nurses that would come in during their exams. I need this to clear my brain so I can get ready for this test. As far as addictions, what do you want it to work for? It's great in conjunction with whatever therapy you're getting. And as I mentioned, the charge. And you feel good about yourself. Improves your self-worth, self-esteem, self-love. When I used to teach, of course I acted very confident and I was in charge and I was doing this and blah, blah, blah. But inside, heck no. I wasn't honest about how I really felt about myself. I still have my own stuff to work on. I think it's always a journey, but how much you love yourself is really the core of everything and how you treat everybody. And I realized once I started breathing from my heart, which I thought sounded stupid because I was so resistant to doing this, that's why I get it. And it's so funny, I'm doing this talk. And I really tried it. I was like, okay, I'm doing this. Because I did it for Luke, not me. And I realized I was breathing through like a cocktail straw, through my heart chakra. It was such a tiny, tiny opening. And I was so sad for myself. And I was like, oh. And now it's like I feel like I have a heart like I love the world, I love people on the street. It's just really a beautiful, totally different space to be in. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about, that hurt that we hold. And yeah, just all these wonderful things it can do just by showing up for yourself. You think you came here tonight to listen to my lecture? You showed up for yourself. It has no religious dogma. Reiki's not a religion. But you can have a deeper connection to self, others, and then the environment. I was raised Catholic. I was always taught to pray to Jesus or Mother Mary and all of that. And okay, I believed in it, but I didn't feel connected. I felt very disconnected and kind of like the world's receptacle bit, Like, this is life, you gotta be kidding. This has been a pretty challenging childhood. Now, I don't feel that way. I can see why I had those lessons early on. Reduces your sense of isolation, disconnection, inauthenticity. Feeling alone, disconnected from everyone and everything, even in a group of people. It's not a religion, but it is spiritual in nature. And it can increase your religion and your connection with your divine, whatever that is. In fact, when I give sessions, I tell people, invite your divine, whatever that means to you. I don't care. Sessions are always more powerful when people connect with their faith. And it can assist in awakening your authentic self. Who are you really? We're all born into a story. We all have these identities imposed and energetically imprinted by each of our parents. Equal parts, and by their parents. And so, how much of what we own is ours? Who are we supposed to be? What are we really? Is it the name I call myself, my age, my demographic? And higher levels of consciousness. What's that mean? It means elevating what you think you know. It means going to the next place. We're all here to grow and to be of service in some way for other people, for humanity, for the earth, for the animals, for whatever, right? And so, there's some desire within everyone to grow. And Reiki can help you do that. And what I like about it is it's so easy, you guys. It's like the easiest thing in the world. You lay on a table, you have somebody like me do the work. And as a master, this isn't just a talk tonight, it's a lifestyle. Like, I can talk the talk, but I really have to walk the walk. And my girlfriend here, Eve, it's not an easy walk, let me tell you. Sometimes we're like, this isn't, I hope to say some, but I mean, to really work on your stuff, to heal your shadow energies, to be totally authentic, means to open up that stuff. But what's cool about it is it may seem scary, but it's not scary, because you just trust it. And on the table, you just get a session, you feel good, the stuff leaves, you're like cleared. This saying came to me, Reiki finds you when you need it, and it gives you what you need. I didn't know what that meant. It was on the brochure that was handed to me, but gosh darn it, I didn't even know it. I certainly needed it, teaching in the city for 14 years, 2 kids, house, craziness. And every night, I just worked on myself and started getting clarity as to what to do next. And some stuff that I had put in a backpack on my back. It's invisible. I just carry it around. And because of these benefits, it's used in over 800 hospitals across the nation in conjunction with medical treatment. Because Reiki is energy medicine and it balances out your entire energy, it can help you where you need it. So it's not reactive. It does not treat the symptom, but the entire body and energy. You can get to the root of causes here. It's not a Band-Aid, it's not an aspirin, it's not a prescription. It gets to the root of the energy. It's like peeling an onion. When I work on people, we're going to get this out, and we're going to get that. It just goes deep. It's really easy. And you all know when we're not feeling well, our energy is low and can become blocked. And when this happens for a long time, we're more susceptible to illness in the mind and in the body. So it's an accumulation, and we have about a lifetime. When I see a body, I say, or a spirit, or a person, they're pretty full. That's okay. It's where you're supposed to be. Right? Want to do a grounding and energy activity? Yes! Say yes! Yes. All right, so I've been talking all about this energy, and you may be able to feel this, you may not be able to feel this. I don't know what your experience is going to be, but you are energy in motion. Maybe some of it's a little stuck up, maybe it's flowing. I don't know. How does your energy feel? But plant both feet on the ground for me. Just try it. It may work, it may not work, I don't know. And then we'll just, put your hands comfortable wherever you want. You can put them on your lap. First, I just want you to take a couple of breaths in and out. In and out. In and out. Keep doing that as I speak. Just notice where the tension resides. Maybe it's your back. Notice if you're holding in any areas of the body, the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. We hold tension in all these spots and we don't even know it. Keep breathing. If you have a lot of thoughts, that's okay. Just watch them float on by. Don't resist them. All right, and then you can open up your eyes and then take your hands and just rub them together. Knowing full well that you are just a bunch of molecules bouncing back and forth in a body. All right? And see if you can feel your own energy. Pull your hands apart a little bit. It might be very slight. If your areas feel different. You may have hot spots, cold spot, magnetic pulsing. And keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep being very conscious of your breath. We are all born with an amazing ability. The body has a natural ability to heal itself. Reiki is an attunement that opens you up to the energy. If you take a class in it, or if you have a session, you can feel it. But people can just feel it naturally. You walk into the Christmas party, people are happy to see you. You walk in, they're not happy to see you. That's energy coming your way. Keep breathing. Okay. We're ready, you can come on back. Did anybody experience anything? Yes, no? Good. You? It's okay if you did. No attachment to outcome. I sat in my first Reiki class. I was attuned to the energy, right? You guys aren't even attuned. And we're supposed to be going like this, and I told you when I said I was a cynic, no joke. I mean, this speech, not me. I was tough, right? And my teacher's like, Brianna, what do you feel? Nothing. I got nothing. I don't know what the problem is here. And everybody else is like, oh, I feel this, I feel that. And of course I felt, low self-esteem, like, this is not going to be me. I don't even know why I'm doing it. Oh, I'm doing it for Luke. Okay, that's why I'm here. It's got to work, Some of you didn't feel anything. No biggie. But some of you did. And that's great, right?